Aztec Nation, welcome. I'm John Schaefer for GoAztecs.com, and welcome to Aztec Rewind, presented by your San Diego County Toyota dealers, as we wrap up our look back to some of the more memorable games of the past decade. Today we're going bowling, and to the 2016 Las Vegas Bowl to be more exact. Fresh off a Mountain West Championship win 2 weeks before at Wyoming, the Aztecs met up with Houston in Sin City. The Cougars had the advantage early on. Aztecs trailed 10-6 at the break, and the defense played pretty well in the first half. Second half, they played even better.
You are looking live at Sam Boyd Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada. The 25th edition of the Vegas Bowl, and it's come up aces. Mountain West champs San Diego State, 10-3, against the upset kids, the Houston Cougars of the American Conference, 9-3. Isaiah Johnson, one of the receivers, he's a veteran, far out to the right on this 3rd and 10. Four-man rush, high intercepted. Second interception of the game, and that is Calvin Munson from St. Charles, Missouri. And folks, what a story he is. Calvin Munson, an outstanding baseball player, drafted by the St. Louis Cardinals, had a chance to turn pro, decided that he might be a little bit better linebacker, and here is a huge play. Watch this young man. So the team with the most interceptions in the country adds another one. 2 on the day, a drive stopper.
That play would help change the course of the game and set the stage for a historic afternoon for Donnell Pumphrey.
He's got 15 carries for 62 yards, needs 46 more. Got first down and 15. Draw play, middle opens, and he's out to the 31. Garrett Davis swats him down.
The amazing thing, Brent, when you think about the fact he already has over 2,000 yards this year. Number one, this is not an up-tempo offense. They huddle. They bleed the clock. It's pro style, so they're not ripping off 80, 90 snaps a game like a lot of other offenses, and it hurts his carries. Secondly, he's sharing the rock with Rashad Penny, another 1,000-yard rusher, and still Pumphrey has been as productive as he's been all season. It's just remarkable.
Quick throw. Reaching for the first down is Holder. And it looks like the line judge may give him the spot on this one.
One guy we haven't talked a lot about too, Brent, is quarterback Christian Chapman, only a sophomore for San Diego State. I really liked watching him play this year. He's a good game manager. He's not the biggest quarterback in the country at 6 feet, 200 pounds. Doesn't have the strongest arm, but he's very efficient because he makes good decisions. If things aren't open downfield, he checks it down. He can take off running. He's only thrown 6 picks this season. It's a very good complement to what they do in the running game. He's helped keep this offense on schedule.
Play action. Got to get rid of it. What a catch! Twisting at the sideline, Donnell Pumphrey. Oh my goodness.
And there's an example there of Christian Chapman with the awareness of where his outlet receiver is. He wanted to go to the left with this. He had to cut back. Gives Pumphrey a back shoulder throw, one-handed grab with the left arm. Did he get that foot down in time? Check this out again. He gets elevated. Catch in the left hand. Which foot touches first? Yeah, yep. It's the left one first. That's a catch.
26 yards in NFL. Take note. That's a 3rd down back play right there. That's big time. First down and 10. Comes up the middle, cuts back. Look out! Headed for the end zone. Donnell Pumphrey, 32 yards. Needs 108. Pop's loving it. Underdog bites back. All week long at the South Point, there was Houston money showing. The underdog is howling in Vegas. John Barron tacks on the extra point, and San Diego State enjoying its first lead. of the 25th Vegas Bowl. When he gets a seam, he explodes. Stronger than you might think for his size. Shed that defender. Now, it's Houston's turn to answer. So Catalan on the field for Houston. Quick pass to him, and he's down at the 25-yard line. Smith.
And Houston now has to pick it up on offense. Their last 2 drives have ended in interceptions, and this ball-hawking defense from the Aztec, they've got to beat on Greg Ward right now. They've continued to blitz him and try and put him under duress, and Greg Ward now, he's got to dial in and be a lot more pinpoint accurate.
Second and 10. Still waiting for someone to break, and he's a terrific runner. So he picks up a first down, scrambling for the Cougars. From the 37-yard line with an empty backfield, quick pass. 9 yards, Bonner.
So if I'm Greg Ward now, I'm not throwing at DeMonte Casey. We know that. So I'd be working the slot with Linnell Bonner on the right and the left, and work to the right side of the field outside versus the cornerback 17, Ron Smith. He's the guy that offenses have tried to attack this year in the Mountain West Conference.
Ran into his own man on a cutback, reaches for the first down. Catalan lost on that play.
This offensive line has just never been able to help establish the inside zone play in the running game for Houston. That's really the bread and butter play for this offense they've never had. They're only 289 pounds across the board on average. They don't get a lot of movement. This offensive line needs to improve next year.
Pump fake. Now comes in underneath. And that was Bonner again, so he's going to the veteran from Houston.
I like the idea, too, because here in the third quarter, they've gotten 15 now more involved. He's been their most explosive playmaker at receiver, and he's getting a lot more touches.
3rd and 2. Intercepted! Headed for the end zone is Ron Smith. Pick 6! More interceptions than any defense in the country. And right now putting on a clinic.
Fantastic job of film study and recognition by formation here by Ron Smith on 3rd and short, anticipating the quick wide receiver screen. He's able to split the receivers. Look, nobody blocks him. He runs right by 2 Houston Cougars, and the guy that's been picked on in the secondary all season long for San Diego State comes up with a massive pick 6. This defense now in the last 3 possessions, 3 INTs.
And the last one went for 6 points. Winners of the Mountain West in each of the last 2 years. And they now lead the favored Houston Cougars by 10. This is Hello End Zone.
Start of the 4th now. Aztecs up 20-10, and it was time to turn the attention to a little college football history.
Bo Jackson, Marshall Faulk, Marcus Allen, Herschel Walker, LaDainian Tomlinson, Archie Griffin, Charles White, Tony Dorsett, Ricky Williams. Donnell Pumphrey has passed all of them. Total rushing yards. 1 to go. Needs 11 yards to pass Ron Dane. Here we go. The toss to him. Can he get the edge? Gonna try. He's got it. Record time. Donnell Pumphrey smashes the record. They'll take that football off the field. A 15-yard run establishes the new record. And you could see his patience his vision. He was dominated in the first quarter if you just joined us. But he has come roaring back, and his buddy, Rashad Penny, has checked into the game.
The cool thing about that to me, what a great moment. You can see how important it was to the rest of the team. They knew exactly what he needed. We were watching him on the sidelines, Brent, before that last play. Everyone running over to him, patting him on the shoulder pads. They understood what was at stake and where he was. This offensive line takes so much pride blocking for Donnell Pumphrey. Just to see the jubilation on the sidelines and up in the crowd, his family, his fans. What a fantastic moment, an historic moment in college football history.
Pumphrey checks back in on 2nd and 8. Gonna come again. And that brings up 3rd down. Let's check in for more with Kaylee.
Well, Brent, all season long, Pumphrey has been known to break down the offense after their walkthrough on game day. Usually, he breaks the team down by saying, "Oh, love," as in love for the offense. Today, as he broke it down, he said, "Today, I love every one of you, and I'm proud to be your brothers." The appreciation he has for the effort and the pride that his teammates have taken in his success is something special and genuine.
Miller, Saragusa, Flores, Rosales, Brunskill. That's the offensive line that worked with him all season long. Toss play, and that's the 3rd back. That's Penny, I should say, checked in number 20. He's the junior from Norwalk, California. He'll take over Pumphrey's spot next year. He'll be the go-to back.
Well, it's pretty cool for this offensive line to be able to say, not only did I block for the NCAA career rushing yardage leader, he also blocked for the first tandem in FBS history to run for 2,000 yards and 1,000 yards in the same season. This is a team game. Look at the emotion on Pumphrey's face as he's breaking down now on the sidelines, understanding how big of a deal that just happened.
Wilder is back deep. There's 10:27 left for the Cougars. But these are precious possessions. Fair catch at the 22-yard line. The Cougars have not scored since the first quarter. And Donnell Pumphrey, the new record holder, he established it with this 15-yard run. You take a different look from the end zone. That burst to the outside. Then making contact and picking up a couple more before he's down. Hail to the new record holder. No one more prouder than Mom and Daddy you saw, and then the coaching staff. Jeff Horton, the offensive coordinator. There's another member of that coaching staff, coaches the wide receivers. Hunky Cooper was his high school coach here at Canyon Springs High School, and he kept telling the AZTEC coaches, this fella can play, and play he did. Houston cannot waste possessions, and they're down by 2 possessions right now. They're at the 10-minute mark, and time is starting to run down on them. 2nd down and 3 for senior Greg Ward. The handoff is to Wilson, and he appears to be just a little short.
Yeah, and obviously tempo now has to pick up. You see really quickly Houston getting back to the line of scrimmage here in a critical 3rd and short situation. This is where the quarterback runs have really been good for Houston in this game.
Thrown back. Let's see if the forward progress gave him the first down. I think the line judges indicated short. Down 2 scores at 9:27, 4th and that short. I think they have to go.
Yeah, well, Alex Barrett, number 58, completely blew that play up in the middle of the line. He drove the center right back into the backfield, making it short.
Need that much.
And I think you got to go if you're Major Applewhite here because of the way that San Diego State is running the ball and how they take their time in huddle. They bleed the clock. And I think it's got to be Greg Ward here carrying the football. I think you got to use the running back as an extra blocker. Trust your best athlete on offense to go get it for you.
Houston 19-27 on 4th down this season. Have to reach the 32-yard line. Hit in the backfield and doesn't get it. San Diego State football, and that was Calvin Munson, who had one of their 3 interceptions, who hit him first. The great linebacker from Missouri. What a job today.
He just has such tremendous football IQ. He has a sixth sense of where the ball's going to be. He came into this game with 44 more tackles than anybody else on the defense. Look at 54 here, just reading it. He's able to kind of work his way through the blockers and wrap up. Already had an interception here earlier in the second half. Now makes a huge stop on 4th down. 2-time all-first team Mountain West Conference, having a heck of a game here. The last time he puts on this Aztec jersey.
Jess Penny comes in, and there's another story. Remember, he had 1,000 yards. We celebrated. He gave 3 back, and now he has 999. He needs 1 to get back to 1,000. Play action. Gonna fire to the wide open receiver. Touchdown, Aztecs. Curtis Anderson. They jump him after they stop him on 4th down. It's a 28-yard strike. I cannot tell you how well this coaching staff has performed for San Diego State.
Love the play call by Jeff Horton on a sudden change situation. That's often a time that you want to take a shot. We talked about this earlier. Houston's defense, look at all the bodies close to the line of scrimmage. They're expecting run, especially down by 10 points. And there's the play action shot they needed. Curtis Anderson doing a nice job on the stock post. Major Applewhite can only look on.
Remember, Jess, in the first half, I told you about an anonymous source. We said we're going to find out who's more important. A stabilized coaching staff that's been together for a number of years, or a group of better athletes. Well, right now, the coaches are headed for a victory. That's Anderson's first touchdown reception of the season. 27-10. The Mountain West leads the American in the Las Vegas Bowl.
Thanks for waiting, kids.
Go ahead, sis, I got it.
Bye, Mom. Bye, next, Mom. I really appreciate it.
That's how strong my love is. That's how strong my love is.
Count on Toyota Camry to get you wherever you need to be. Now there's 0% financing for 60 months on a new 2020 Camry or Camry Hybrid.
Aztecs relied on their defense all game, and all season long for that matter. Late in the game, they had one more early Christmas present, which was the final nail in the Houston coffin.
First down and 10 now, and our quarterback, who's had a tough afternoon, Greg Ward, is sacked by Lackalaka. That's the 5th sack of this game.
Just a really impressive performance here. Really, from the second quarter on, San Diego State has been so dominant, I think, in all 3 facets of the game.
Second down and 18. Oh, that's a 6th sack inside the 10-yard line.
Barrett again, number 58. What a fitting way to end his college career, too. This is a common theme for Houston on offense. Greg Ward getting peeled off the ground. He's taken a lot of shots, has shown tremendous toughness. I'm curious to see where Greg Ward's future is going to be on Sundays next year.
Well, they might make him a playmaker on the outside.
Yeah, I think so, too. And I think he's open to that. We talked to him about whether or not you're going to play quarterback or not, or you want to. Yeah, he looks like he's a bit shaken up in that throwing shoulder again. It's been bugging him so much this year, really, since Oklahoma.
High percentage in underneath. And this will make a 4th down coming up. Wilson, the running back. Yeah, it's been a tough day for Ward. 6 sacks, 3 interceptions on this game. Here's your 4th down. Seven sacks. Munson, he's had a monstrous game.
I think really the senior class here, this is 18 seniors playing that have been a part of 3 conference championships, the most successful era since they've been in D1 football. And I think you got to be happy. All of these seniors seem to be having big games here. The final time they play together as Aztecs, fitting way for them to end their collegiate careers. Humphrey, Munson, Barrett, Casey, all these guys.
This is a huge win for the Mountain West Conference. Pac-12 did not have enough teams bowl eligible, so the committee went outside and able to bring a quality opponent in Houston, a team that had upset Oklahoma and Louisville this year. And now the Mountain West showing what they can do. And Washington. But our Capital One player of the game, and Donnell Pumphrey, with the record run that moves him ahead of the legends of the game. And remember, he was minus yardage at the end of the first quarter. He was dominated by the Cougars, and then the coaching staff adjusted. So did Pumphrey.
And he earned it, didn't he? Because listen, this is statistically the 3rd best run defense in the nation.
Yeah.
With an All-American playing at nose guard, no easy task, no easy feat. You got to give it, give the credit. They earned that record here today. Solid performance.
Breaking free, trying to get the edge, and he's thrown down. Just Jamal Washington again.
It's a statement win, I think, by San Diego State. You mentioned the Mountain West Conference, but for San Diego State to be in that discussion, the other great Group 5 programs, 7th straight bowl game they've been to. Boise State, the only other one that could say that. The success they've had in the Mountain West Conference, this is the program I think that people on a national level need to pay more attention to and talk more about.
Well, to the winner and the MVP go the spoils. I don't think we have to speculate on who that MVP.
Your trophy that you got yesterday, being inducted into the Las Vegas Bowl Hall of Fame, looked a lot like that one there on the left, didn't it? So you know by experience, how heavy is that exactly?
It is heavy. And you ducked out. I wanted you to carry it.
I know.
You know?
Yeah.
Second down ain't going, thanks to the committee, but thanks most of all to the great players that I've covered in this game. They made this a joy to come out here every year for the Vegas Bowl. And I want to say, Jess, that the one thing I am very hopeful of is that 24 owners in the National Football League realize what I've realized for a long time. This would be a great city for a National Football League franchise. And I think that Las Vegas and the Raiders were made for each other. I always hate to see a team move, but there's stadium problems up in the Oakland area. And Las Vegas has the money, they're willing, they've got the land, they can have a lot of parking. I think fans would love to come here. And of course, if they build that new stadium, this Vegas Bowl undoubtedly will move there too. It will take a few years, of course, to get that construction done. But Las Vegas is a great sports city. Touchdown, AZTECs. They punch it in. Washington that time, pulling away easily. Rocky Long, veteran coach, 7 straight bowl games and back-to-back bowl victories. He went over to Hawaii last year. I'm guessing the bath felt a little bit better in Hawaii than it did here on a chilly day in Las Vegas. But congratulations to Rocky and his quality coaching staff. They did an outstanding job in this football game. And Santa, to you, lad, Merry Christmas. San Diego State captures the 25th Las Vegas Bowl. And along with it, Donnell Pumphrey sets a new standard for career rushing yards. Major Applewhite, the new head coach at Houston, will regroup with a new coaching staff next season and see what the Cougars can come up with. They've still got a lot of quality football players. Major's a good recruiter. I'm sure they'll bounce back in the American Conference. Kaylee waiting for the ceremony to start. With Donnell being congratulated by everyone down there. 34-10. And the star of stars is with Kaylee. Let's go down below.
Donnell, you are college football's all-time leading rusher. You break the record in your hometown of Las Vegas. How do you put into words what this accomplishment means to you?
It means the world to me. Just to be able to do this in Las Vegas and in front of all my friends and family is just, it means the world to me. And I'm just so blessed right now, man. I don't even know what to say. I'm just excited.
108 was the magic number of yards you needed today to break.
Thank you, baby.
You knew the number was 108. How do you describe your mentality coming into this game, knowing what you needed?
I mean, our coaches did a great job for getting us ready for this game, and my offensive line, they took care of business, and from that point on, I was able to hit the holes, and our offensive coaches, they called the right plays, and from that point on, I was just trying to hit the holes.
What do we need to understand about the support all of these guys behind you gave you on this road?
I mean, they're the best. I mean, the greatest of all time right here, and I'm just blessed to be part of this team, and I'm just happy.
Both your parents and your daughter Malia here today. We saw an embrace and a kiss with her on the sidelines. What role has she played in motivating you to this moment?
She's been the #1 fan for me, and even my family members. I mean, they just keep inspiring me, and they're my motivation every day. They're my why.
We saw the work you did on the field, but what do we need to understand about the work you did off the field that prepared you for this?
Oh, you got to be the hardest worker in order to get to this point. I mean, it doesn't just happen on the field. It starts at practice and preparation.
You think about the names you've passed: LaDainian Tomlinson, Ricky Williams, Ron Dane. Now your name sits atop of that list. When do you think that will hit you?
It hit me once I broke you. That's what it hit me. 'Cause, I mean, and you see I didn't go back in the game because I wanted that one, so I'm just happy.
So after that touchdown run, you had Dad, get in here!
You got coach right here.
Greatest of all time. Greatest of all time. Imagine that. It's huge. Congratulations.
Donnell Sr., how do you describe the pride you have in what your son has accomplished?
Oh my God. It's God. Nothing but God. They all talked about his size. Look at him. He broke the record. Look at him. He has teammates that backed him up 100%. Good kid all the way around, excellent through school all the way through. Hit his books like his dad told him.
Thank you.
And I thank you. Thank you, sir.
I love you.
Congratulations to you, Donnell.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Can we just back up? Make room. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Crushing in there.
Wonderful moments here at the Vegas Bowl. Donnell Pumphrey, 6,405 career yards, 2,133 on this season. Moves past Ron Dane, Ricky Williams, and Tony Dorsett. He is the new all-time career rushing leader, and 62 touchdowns, including a huge touchdown in this game today, and the only player in FBS history, 5,000 plus rush yards and 1,000 receiving yards. And on that huge scoring drive, he made the catch of the day, snaring it one-handed and securing it. And now Mom and his little daughter coming out, joined the celebration on the field, and it was just great moments here in Vegas Bowl history. The youngster comes back home and breaks the all-time rushing record. Canyon Springs High School, not too far from here. And Pumphrey and San Diego State rallied to beat Houston 34-10.
What a season for Pumphrey and the AZTECs, who tied a school record with 11 wins. I'm John Schaefer. We hope you enjoyed our look back at some of the games that have helped define what this program is today, one of the more successful ones on the West Coast. Goodbye for now and happy holidays.